Growing up, I was very close to my grandfather. Unfortunately, he did suffer from congestive heart failure and passed away when I was 5. Being so young, I still remember everything very vividly, including the fact that my grandma, who was a CNA at the time, decided she was going to take on that role and take care of him until his final day. And I also remember me always trying to help her do whatever it was I possibly could to take care of him. Ever since then, she has taught me many things about nursing, and it's ultimately the reason why I want to go into the medical field, be a nurse, and eventually one day be a physician's assistant. Wanting to go into the medical field comes with many difficulties I will have to overcome, one of which being public speaking. In the medical field, you're constantly talking to people, whether it's the patient themselves, their family, or even coworkers. I hope that this class will allow me to get that experience and be more comfortable talking to others in front of others and ease my nerves a little bit. Today we're going to take a look at me through my personal background, my educational background, and my personality traits. I grew up in a very small town in the country in Wisconsin, about 400 people. Didn't consist of much other than a post office, a gas station, a school at the time, and maybe a couple bars. Being from such a small town, none of us living there were very wealthy, but we were making it, and it made us very humble, and I'm still humble today because of that. My junior year of high school, I suffered from depression pretty bad. Gratefully, I made a complete 180, and my senior year of high school, I decided to move to the great state of Texas, where I've been ever since. After high school, I went ahead and went straight into college, started nursing school, and I'm also a CNA now at Viter Health and Rehab. I've always known I wanted to go into the medical field, but I've never been good at math. So education was always a struggle for me because of that, until I discovered nursing math, which is completely different than regular math, and I can do it all day long. I always loved anatomy. I hated English because I just don't understand all the punctuation and sentence structures. My background shows through my personality. Like I said, I'm very humble. I'm also very optimistic. I try to look for the good in things when others may not. I'm also a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and I can also be quite shy when people first meet me. Today we examine myself through my personal background, educational background, and personality traits. I ran across a poetic author by the name of Bo Toplin a couple of years ago. I really enjoy him because of his philosophy on life, which is make it meaningful. I think that a lot of times we can get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life and we forget we only have one life to live and we need to make it count. One quote of his that really resonates deeply within me is she was unstoppable, not because she did not have failures or doubts, but because she continued on despite them.